Republican lawmakers just wrapping up a trip to Alaska aimed at bringing down those sky-high gas prices. Gas still above $4 a gallon. They say drilling in Alaska could help. My next guest joining us, two lawmakers who just got back from that trip. Joining me now, Oklahoma Congresswoman Mary Fallin and California Congressman Kevin McCarthy. All right, Congresswoman Fallin, you just got back. What did you learn from the trip?
Well, we learned a couple of things. One is there are vast resources of oil that can be drilled in ANWR in Section 1002, and that it can be done in an environmentally safe way. And that was very encouraging to us. We also had the opportunity to speak with local officials, the governor of Alaska, and we find that most people there are in favor of oil production.
You know, Congressman McCarthy, was there anything that you learned or that reinforced your opinions that this should in fact happen?
Well, a couple different things. The first part is when we went up to the pipeline at Station 1, 3 caribous came right up to us. So we can do it in an environmentally friendly way. The other thing that amazed me is this pipeline that was built in the 70s, the height of the ability to transport oil was in the late 80s. We used to send 2.2 million barrels a day. Now we're only sending 720,000 barrels a day. So if we don't explore any new wells, we lose 15% every year. And when this gets down to 300,000, the pipeline shuts off. So while Democrats do not move in Congress, it continues to raise the price. By doing nothing is even worse.
All right, Congresswoman Fallin, there are some pundits, as you are very much aware, on the other side of the fence who will say either A, this was a boondoggle at a time when you shouldn't have taken a trip, or B, that you weren't even able to land on the ground at some of these areas. How do you respond to that?
You know, I think one of the most important issues we're debating here in our nation is energy and lowering gasoline costs, helping our businesses. And by the way, we got home heating fuels that will be increasing this winter. That is hitting the pocketbooks of everyone. So we felt like it was very important that we explore all opportunities for energy, whether it is drilling in ANWR, whether it's the off-coast area, whether it's the western shale states, or renewable energy.
Congressman McCarthy, can you convince the other side of the aisle to get this done and lift the ban?
Well, I will tell you, if we had a vote on the floor, it would get a majority of the vote. It is the Democrat leadership that denies the ability to even vote. We don't even bring up appropriation bills for the fear that amendment would go on, because they know the majority of people inside Congress, the microcosm, is just like the American people outside. They would support to be able to go forward. And the one thing they don't tell you about this trip, the first place we went was Golden, Colorado, to the National Renewable Laboratory.
All right. I hate to do it. Unfortunately, I got to cut it short here. Congressman McCarthy and Congresswoman Fallin, thank you so much for joining us. America's Election Headquarters is next.